Hey everybody, this is B Max Speaks, and today I have a quick word of encouragement for you. So, the other day I was at my daughter's track meet, and believe it or not, a word was spoken into my life by a complete stranger who was not even talking to me. And I'm going to share that with you in a minute, but first I want to back it up and show you how all of this came together. Most of you all know I've been quite honest in my blog. Sorry. I've been quite honest in my blogs and in my video tutorials that I do online, and I've been very open with everything that's been going on with me and my family over the past 3 years. A lot of you all know that I lost my sister 3 years ago, so it's been a struggle, you know, kind of getting back on track with her dying so suddenly. And it seems like ever since she passed away, it seems like it's been one obstacle over the other that my family and I have had to overcome. And it was a bit overwhelming. It seems like we've lost so much as far as family-wise and friendship-wise in the past few years. God has blessed us in so many areas, but it seems like when it came to relationships, we've lost a lot. People that we thought that we knew, we really didn't know, and people that we thought would have our back and be there for us, that we were part of their family, church family, regular family. It just seems like it was just a lot of things were revealed over the past couple of years, so it really affected me. It was really affecting my entire family, and I was struggling with staying on track with my writing, with my ministry, with everything that I was wanting to do in life. And a few months back, I actually blogged about how my husband had to put me in the seat of do nothing just so that I can kind of recuperate, because even though I was going about my business physically, mentally, I think I had crashed and burned, and it was a struggle. So within the past few months, I went off. I took a nice little vacation. It was well worth it, but it's been hard to get back into that groove of things. I do videos to inspire people, to motivate them all of the time, but it is very hard to stay on that track of mojo. And so the other day I was like, God, you're gonna have to help me, because I love doing this, but it's just hard to just stay constant in everything that I'm doing. Why is it just so hard for me to just get in there and just, go hard like I used to? Because I used to be hard at this. I used to all day, all night. You have to pull me off the computer. You have to pull me out of the scripts. You have to pull me off of everything I was doing, because I loved it so much. And even though I wanted to do it mentally or physically, I don't know, I couldn't get into the groove of things. So this is where the track meet comes in, because I was at my daughter's track meet, and this is my first year as a track mom. And so I'm still trying to learn all of the track lingo. All I know is when I got there, the guys were getting ready to do, I don't know what's the name of this race, where they have to go around the track about 8 times. And so we were watching the young fellas, they were doing their running. There was one particular runner, he started off real, I don't want to say real strong, but he had a real good pace. And he was in the lead, and he was just going around the track 1 time, 2 times, and his coach, he was just encouraging him. And so about that 6th time, you could see him beginning to tire out a little bit. And when he got about halfway around the track, doing that 6th time around, he stopped and he started walking. And so his coach yelled out some words. He said, "Don't quit. You can do this. Don't quit. Whatever you do, don't stop. Don't stop. Because once you stop, it'll be hard to get back in track again. Keep going. Keep going." So the young runner, he went back to running. He went back to running. And, he was, by this time, he was in 2nd place. He went from 1st to 2nd place. But when he went around that 7th time, he started back walking again, and his coach yelled again. He was like, "You can do this, you can do it. Don't stop. Once you start, it's hard to start back up again. Keep going, keep going, keep going. You can do this. Don't stop. If you stop, it'll be hard for you to get back going again." So the young man, he was able to complete all 8 times around the track, but because he stopped to walk for a minute, he went from being in 1st place to 3rd place. It was a really good race. So this morning, while I was getting ready, those words came back to my mind, because I was once again talking to God about why it is so hard for me to get into that track of staying in that mojo and just keep going hard like I used to. And he reminded me of that coach's words. He said it was the fact that while you were going through, at some point you stopped, and while your body was physically going, mentally you had crashed and burned because of all of the people that you've lost. You lost your sister, you lost friendships, you lost some people in your family as far as friendships, and mentally you crashed and you stopped. You allowed man to get to you mentally. So right while you can get back up and keep going again, that's going to be up to you as far as how far in this race you're going to be able to go. And I was like, wow. Really, God, this is what you were trying to tell me. I mean, what he said to that young runner, it helped him, and he was able to compete in other races and so forth, but it really was a word for me. And so I wanted to encourage you, whenever you're going through this race we call life, whatever you do, don't stop. Don't stop mentally, don't stop physically, because you can get back on track, but you're going to have to play catch up. And I find myself having to play catch up. I went on YouTube the other day, and I started doing some videos this summer, and I mean, for the first time, I was getting hit 5, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000 views, and I had one of my viewers, I hadn't even been checking my comments or my messages, and one of the ladies was like, okay, I love your videos, but you don't post that much. And it was because even though I was going, mentally I had crashed, I got off track, I got off balance, and I've been getting everything else in order, but I see the error of my ways by allowing man, by allowing all of the other things that's been going in my life to affect my vision, to affect what I'm supposed to be doing as a business owner, as a woman of God, as a wife, as a mom. And so I want to tell you today, whatever you do, don't stop, because playing catch up is perhaps one of the hardest things anybody can do in this race. And while that young runner did finish, he finished in third when he started out in first. Don't let anybody else take your place in this race. And that's one thing that Bridget is never going to let anybody else do, is take my place. Where I was running lead, I took 2 steps back because of everything else that was going on, when I should have allowed that to continue to fuel me. And I did. I had my high and low moments, but it's only high from here on, baby, because I know what God has called me and my family to do, and I will never allow any distractions to stop me. And I encourage you, don't stop. Don't let anybody or anything or any situation ever stop you from doing what God has called you to do. This has been Bridget Mack, and I pray that this video blog has been a blessing for you. You all have a blessed day. Bye-bye.
Every morning when I wake up and look in the mirror, I wonder if I'm good enough to succeed. I wonder if I have what it takes to make it. I wonder if my God is pleased. Every morning when I wake up and look in the mirror, and secretly behind closed doors, I struggle to see the beautiful creature my husband so lovingly adores. Every morning when I wake up and I look in the mirror, I pray to my God for help. I pray He shows me how to remain humble. I pray He shows me how to put aside myself. Every morning when I wake up and I look in the mirror, I thank Him for another day. I pray that God continues to order my steps, and that He continues to lead me along the way. Every morning when I wake up and I look in the mirror, I thank my Father for life, health, and strength. I thank Him for His wisdom and giving me the mind to never ever quit. Every morning when I wake up and look in the mirror, I see a blessed miracle in me. For while I am blessed to see yet another day, I have others who rest in eternal sleep. Every morning when I wake up and look in the mirror, I meditate on my God in prayer. I thank Him for His loving kindness. I thank Him for always being there. You see, to wake up and look in the mirror is my very first blessing of the day. It's my excuse to honor my Lord. It's my excuse to praise Him in every way. Every morning when I wake up and I look in the mirror.